Hi there, and welcome to the latest unboxing video by theplayersaid.com. Today we're taking a look at the latest game from TMG, and it's called Oracle of Delphi. And it's a Stefan Feld game, and that's something that really piques my interest. Some of my favorite games out there are Feld games, so let's crack this open and we'll take a look inside. Okay. So it's obviously a Greek gods themed game. Let's take the box off here. What we're looking at. So, first thing we have is a bag of a lot of different wooden pieces. So we'll crack that open here in just a second. We have another bag. So we have some customized dice. And I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Feld games often have dice, and the games are about manipulating the dice and what you've got. So these have really cool symbols on each side with the colors. Let's get those in focus here. So there's symbols on each side, and these are presumably going to represent different resources, and we'll be using those as actions as normal dice here as well. And these are wooden, these are quite lightweight rounded corners. There's a bunch of those. We have a 10-sided die here as well. There's some loose little wooden bits in the box here. These are probably, I don't know if these are spares or if these should be in the bag here. These are, I feel like these are cool little Greek temples, and there's one in each color. We have a stack of cards, which these have the little easy open slip on them. Take those off. Okay, there's lots of these little Fantasy Flight sized cards here, and there is a lot of cards. And then we have ones pertaining to each different resource as well. Different colors. Well, there's a lot of them. This is it's kind of hard to manipulate the stack of these small cards in your hands, because it's quite a tall stack. And it looks like there's some special things like the Phoenix, Pan, Heracles, just different creatures from mythology, and these would have special actions on them. Like a lot of it's to do with changing dice faces, or being able to perform special actions. Looks like these are combat-based ones here. Things like Aias and Odysseus and Theseus. There's a lot of different cards going to help us perform actions. Those are going to give us a lot more depth, like we get out of a lot of these Feld games. A lot of depth in decision making and levels of, oh, how am I going to get points from this or that. So there's a big old stack of bags to put all of these pieces in. So we'll be organizing those probably by player color. That's normally how I do that kind of thing. Here we have the player boards. Let me pull this off. These are beautiful. These I should call them player cards. They're very thin cardstock, but they're solid. The back of them have this great artwork on them, which is from the front cover, but they're toned in each of the player colors. And you have the different, there's lots of different actions and trackers for here on your own player board that we're going to be making use of. So you can play 2, 3, or 4 players on there, and that's going to change what and where we can do as well for each of those numbers of players. Last thing in the box. Oh, just kidding. There's actually a bunch of stuff here. Okay. So we have a huge stack of cardboard chits and tokens to punch out here. These are obviously good thick stock, and they've got good iconography. And these are very, just looking at these, they've got nice good colors on them. They're quite bright. One of my favorite games, Castles of Burgundy. Not the prettiest game in the whole world, and the colors are quite muted. These pop. We're going to be able to, very pleasant to look at over the course of the game. This game has a lot of kind of hex-based tile laying, and these have colors which are going to correspond again to the resources which are on those die. And that's going to be the crux of kind of the central part of the game. So there's a lot of this stuff. What, 6 sheets of these to punch. We have these big player aid boards as well. Each one's going to get these just as a reference of the different actions and things that you can do. A lot of stuff in those. Those are very high quality, so I'm excited for. We have here a sticker sheet, which that's something new. For I don't know if I've played a Feld game that had stickers in it. These are great stickers. Things like the Minotaur, Chimera, Medusa. Those are awesome. We're going to be sticking those on the blocks, and we'll take a look at those blocks here. I haven't forgotten those in just a second once we flip open this rulebook. Rulebook is 11 or so pages. Again, what you would expect from a Euro game is some basic setup stuff here. Full color, lots of examples, explaining all the different iconography that we saw earlier. It's going to be simple enough to learn, hopefully. Feld's games usually, the rules are simple enough, but there's just so many options that's where the depth and the strategy comes in. So let's have a look-see at this bag of wooden blocks and tokens. And I brought the sticker sheet back out because we're going to be stickering some of these blocks. I'm just going to pull up some of these, and that's what these are for. These are big wooden blocks. This is, let's see, these are kind of like your standard round counter tokens. And that's just a size comparison here. These things are pretty big. And we're going to put these stickers directly on these. And those are big. Those are nice. I like the size of those. What else do we have? Let's pull out some of these more unique looking bits and pieces. There's a bunch of different cubes in each of the colors. There's also, let's see, these are new and these are new. Okay. So we're going to take a look here what we've got. So we have these little, these might be houses or shrines or something like that. These are cool shaped. And we have let me hold these properly and show you. These are they almost look like cotton reels. They have the little scoring on the cylinder here. And there's those in all the different player colors as well. And these are cool. These are really neat little meeples. I actually like these. They almost look like a chess queen. And we have a bunch of those in each of the different colors as well. Those are really neat. And so there was a ton of wooden pieces in this box, as you can see. There's a lot to do. We're going to spend some time putting all the stickers on those. And we'll get this to the table probably this week, because I know this is one that Grant's very excited to play. And this is this kind of style of game. We're on the holidays now, so we're going to bash out a lot of games here. So watch out for a review on this one coming up very, very soon. Thank you.